To become a proficient prop trader, awareness of all the rules while collaborating with a prop trading firm is crucial. Such knowledge will undoubtedly positively impact your overall pass rate in challenges. In this video, we'll tackle the topic of one of the more complex parameters, the daily loss. But worry not, we'll explain it through specific examples in an accessible manner so that you fully understand it. Let's get started. The term daily loss is broad, and within this topic, several components can be distinguished, the last of which is the daily loss level. It's the equity level on a given day, and going over this value breaches the rule of maximum loss that exists in every prop trading firm. As components, we will distinguish daily loss reset time, maximum daily loss value, daily loss base, and maximum daily loss level. Meanwhile, the calculation formula looks like this. Max daily loss base minus max daily loss value equals max daily loss level. Simplifying the terminology, we have base minus value equals level. To understand these concepts, we must start with daily loss reset time, the time our daily loss limit resets. More precisely, the moment of reacquisition of values used to calculate the daily loss maximum level. The exact reset moment is specified by prop trading firms and can vary, but the interval between them is always a constant of 24 hours. In most cases, the precise time of the daily loss reset is provided in the overview of our challenge. But if it's not found there, check the props FAQ. If it's not there either, ask the support team. The only case where the daily loss reset time is irrelevant is when the firm uses a trailing daily loss solution. But more on that in a moment. Now, let's move on to a parameter from the formula for the maximum daily loss value. Prop trading firms most often provide this value in percentage, as well as information from which it is calculated, as there are several possibilities. The most commonly used model in 90% of firms for a two-phase challenge is a fixed value calculated from the initial account balance, that is, initial balance. For instance, with an account with an initial balance of $100,000 and information that the maximum daily loss is 5%, to calculate the value, one should multiply $100,000 by 5% to obtain a fixed value that will later be used for further calculations, in this case, $5,000. Another version is based on the equity we have at the reset time. Then, each time, if our equity at the reset time was different, the maximum daily loss value would also be different. Having learned the first two of the parameters required to calculate the max daily loss level from the formula, let's now examine the daily loss base. In this regard, prop trading firms use three models. The most popular and trader-friendly method is calculating this parameter based on account balance. Every time at the daily loss reset time, the prop checks our account balance, which becomes our base, daily loss base. And from this value, our maximum allowable loss level is calculated. For example, if we know that our daily loss value for the day is $5,000, and at the daily loss reset time, our account balance is $110,000, then by subtracting our daily loss value from the account balance, we get our max daily loss level at $105,000. The formula is account balance at the daily loss reset time minus daily loss value equals maximum daily loss level. The diagram on the left side shows how the maximum daily loss level relates to the account balance and account equity. You can pause the video to analyze it thoroughly. As you'll notice, it is a constant distance every day. This case results from the constant value of the daily loss value expressed as a percentage of the initial deposit, and the calculation method based on account balance. An alternative to the balance-based calculation is equity-based. The biggest advantage of this solution is the independent constant reset of our maximum daily loss level relative to the temporary loss we may have. Let's assume that on December 1st, 2023, we start the challenge with an account of $100,000. Our daily loss value is $5,000, making our maximum daily loss level for the day $95,000. The model based on equity means that If at the time of daily loss reset time, we have a floating loss of minus 4% or $4,000 with simultaneous equity at $96,000, the daily loss reset time is very favorable for us, as the maximum daily loss level will shift to 91,000, simultaneously increasing our chances. In the case where our prop was based on a balance-based model at the time of daily loss reset time, our maximum daily loss level would still be 95,000. So the next day from the start, instead of having a $5,000 space for maximum loss, we would only have 1,000. It is undoubtedly a huge plus of this method over the balance-based one the moment when at the reset time we are at a loss. However, we must also mention the other side of the coin, the situation when our account is in profit at the time of the reset. Here, the situation is not favorable for us in terms of increased space for loss. Let's use a similar example. On December 1st, 2023, we start the challenge with an account of $100,000 and our daily loss value is $5,000, making our maximum daily loss level for the day 95,000. If our floating profit at the time of daily loss reset time is $5,000, it means that immediately after the reset time, our maximum daily loss level will be raised to $100,000 instead of 95,000. So, if our equity falls by $5,000 from the time of daily loss reset time, we exceed the limit. In the case of the balance-based model, at the time of reset when our floating profit was $5,000, we still count our maximum daily loss level from $100,000, which means it is still at the level of 95,000, where our maximum loss on a new day can be $10,000 instead of the $5,000 we got from our equity-based calculation. The third option, which is less favorable for the trader, is the model choosing the higher of account balance or account equity. Firms like E8 Funding in their E8 account challenge and the Funded Trader program in some challenges currently utilize this model. The maximum daily loss level is calculated here based on whichever is higher at the daily loss reset time, whether it be the account equity or the account balance. The formula is higher of account equity or account balance at the daily loss reset time minus daily loss value equals maximum daily loss level. Why do we consider this model less favorable? Let's return to the example described in the case of account equity on day reset. If on December 1st, 2023, we start the challenge with an account of $100,000, our daily loss value is $5,000, making our maximum daily loss level for the day 95,000. Trading on that day does not go our way, and at the daily loss reset time, we have a floating loss of minus 4%, or $4,000. In this model, we choose what is less favorable for us, a calculation based on balance. So at the daily loss reset time the next day, we are left with a maximum loss of only $1,000. If it were based on equity, it would be $5,000 calculated from 96,000, that is 91,000. In this case, the model is more favorable. In the opposite situation, if we had a floating profit of $4,000, the situation would look the same. That is, the more favorable option for us would then be to count from the balance to have as much as $9,000 reserve the next day, and maximum daily loss level at 95,000. But in this option, we take the higher value, our equity, and subtract the daily loss value from it. Here, it will be 99,000, which is $4,000 higher compared to the calculation based on balance. In this model, the less favorable option for the trader is always chosen, making it difficult to maintain open positions several days in a row. Now that you're familiar with the models for calculating the daily loss level, let's briefly discuss how to efficiently search for this data so you can be certain of what to expect. We'll take a short tour of one of the more popular firms and check how they calculate the maximum daily loss level. Let's move on to Funded next. We will be looking for three pieces of information: maximum daily loss value, maximum daily loss base, and daily loss reset time. Typically, this information is immediately available on the homepage in the challenge description. So let's scroll down. As you can see, in the two-phase Stellar Challenge, the firm immediately informs us about the type of drawdown being balance-based. Thus, now we know that our base will be calculated from the account balance. Alongside the percentage daily loss, information about the calculation type of daily loss value is often provided. As you can see, it is from the initial account balance. To complete the information base, we are missing the reset time. It's not specified alongside the max daily loss or drawdown type. In that case, the next place to search is the FAQ, where details about daily loss calculations are frequently available. Let's check. And, as you can see, the information appears immediately. It is midnight GMT plus 2 or GMT plus 3, depending on the time of the year. With this crucial information, our understanding of the daily loss parameters is now complete. If we were to buy a $100,000 account, we know that our daily loss value is 5% calculated from the initial balance of $100,000. So 5% of $100,000 gives $5,000, and that's our daily value. And every day at midnight, the system will check our balance and subtract this value from it, indicating our daily loss. Violating the daily loss level is a very common reason for failing challenges. So, as part of FX Prop, we offer the Prop Account Protector tool for free, which not only calculates and indicates the proper daily loss level every day, but also, upon setting the appropriate value, will automatically close positions at the right moment, protecting you from losing your account and saving your challenge. It's available on our website, and you can find the link to it in the video description. Meanwhile, I hope daily loss has become clearer to you. If you have any questions, we're here to help.